Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Tell everybody what you and why you came up with believe it or not.
Believe it or not, because our beliefs and our belief system is what's deeply rooted inside, and it's kind of where all of our limitations come from and how we hold ourselves back in life. So the idea behind it was just, hey, let's talk about certain beliefs, and you can believe it or not. So you can hang on to it, you can throw it out the window and do whatever you want with it.
Do you remember?
Just talk about it.
Do you remember if it was an article, a video, or what we were watching the other day or reading about the other day that said that science is now saying that the belief will actually affect medical conditions now?
Oh yeah, I think it was an article you were reading.
Yeah.
But that just, I think of Dr. Spenda's work where, he rebuilt his spine one vertebrae at a time, visualizing it, because he's, the chiropractor and was told he would never walk again, but obviously walks and talks and is an amazing, successful person. So they do have more and more science, I think, that they're able to show through brain mapping and everything that our thoughts truly do affect matter, which is super cool because most people don't even think about what they're thinking about all day. It's kind of funny.
They have no clue. They have no clue. They really don't know that their thoughts are what they are until you start to become aware, which is one of the things that we were talking about sharing with people, which is really helping them understand, if you're experiencing any type of struggle, then just bring your awareness to the thoughts of your day, and it will uncover exactly what that one thing is that needs to be addressed, taken action on, or thought about, in the sense of how do you which is some of the stuff that we're listening with Kyle Cease, which is what's trying to emerge here. So whenever you have a reoccurring thought on a daily basis where it's just it consumes you, it's something that it's the first thing that you wake up in the morning, or it's the last thing that you experience at night before you go to bed, or if it's consuming you throughout the day, that's the thing that you have to deal with. It could be a court case, it could be a relationship, it could be finances. Whatever it is consuming you in that day is what you need to, which is the universe is saying to you, this is the next step in what's trying to emerge out of your life. So what most people do is they get to that place where they don't address it. They just stay in the relationship. And I love the comedian Dane Cook when he says, well, I had to stay in because he had my CDs. Right? We come up with the most absolutely absurd reasons why we stay in things. To be able to satisfy the ego and what it believes should or should not be done, right? And so we end up shitting all over ourselves for years and years and years, and if not decades, rather than just dealing with it and going, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this. And then we feel this incredible lift of the weight has been lifted from our lives, and all of a sudden something else brand new comes in. In fact, we were looking at some stuff online today, some really great paintings, and Crystina's always had this belief, and it's really shown up for her, where whenever she let's say she returns something, immediately the universe fills the void with something else. You want to tell them that story? Right.
Like all of us, when you quote unquote have money pressures and issues and challenges, you go, okay, I'm going to return some stuff and get the money back, get the credit. And every time I've done that, it's I create this void, and the next thing I know, I've got an expense or something, whether it's time to renew my license for my car, the tags, and you go, so there's always something that comes in that's unexpected to fill that void. And I just did it recently. I returned a couple of items, not out of the lack mentality, but when, okay, I want to return this, and then I'm looking at these paintings, and the amount is exactly the same amount. I mean, give or take a couple dollars, but pretty much the same with what I had returned. And so it's really helps with getting out of that lack mentality, to go, oh, if I just return this, it'll be,
it's get heavy.
I'll get money back. Yes, my arm is on fire. Selfie sticks, I guess they come in handy.
Yes.
But I wanted to give everybody too a practical tool or a practical example of what you were talking about. And one of the things that I realized is what are the repetitive thoughts that we have? And I love Dr. Siegel's work a couple of years ago. I used his wheel of awareness to go, okay, what's the thought that I think all the time? And it was, I'm so tired. And when I just brought awareness to the fact that I went, oh my gosh, I am saying I'm so tired, probably like maybe even 60 to 100 times a day. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I really was saying it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Like throughout the day, I was like amazed at how often I was saying that. And then after I brought awareness to it, the next thing, I don't even know how much time had passed when I went, oh my gosh, I can't remember the last time I said I'm tired. And I didn't do anything other than bring awareness to it, which is what I love, because that's the work. Bring it into your conscious awareness and bam, the rest takes care of itself.
And I'll share this with you before we let you go, because I want you to use this tool, because for someone like me, I go, oh, I don't know what my thoughts are, but I go, you know what? For me, I like to be funny. And so I will make things funny or say things that are more quote unquote, say the derogatory things or whatever, and make them laughable. And those are usually the things that I need to look at. So maybe you're someone like me that can, you need to look at the stuff that you're quote unquote making fun of or making light of, because in your making light of it, it's actually something that's holding you back. So do that. Use these tools and have fun with it. We'll be sharing some more information as we kind of go throughout our day and have the inspiration to do so.
Yeah. So there you have it. Believe it or not.